Hi.
Hi, my name is Tristan, 25 years old. I work as a lawyer.
Do you know what quarter life crisis is about? Since you had experienced it before.
It's more like, believe that it's a phase we go through in terms of when we are like 25, 26, within that age period where we doubt certain things or certain choices we make in our lives.
What was your experience with quarter life crisis?
I think my experience with it is very much in terms of I doubt myself a lot. My choices that I make in terms of career, or in terms of what kind of areas of work I want to do, and also I experience a lot of negative thoughts. Very much thinking that you are not qualified enough for this career, not qualified enough for this profession. Another experience that I face a lot is being stuck or being paralyzed in a certain position. You intend to feel like that you're not moving on and you cannot progress through your normal daily routine.
How long did it take, like your phase in quarter life crisis?
To be honest, I think it's still up to today. I still feel it on and off at times. But the longest period that I have was about three months.
How did you realize that you were facing quarter life crisis?
I question a lot of my decisions that I've made. Why am I in this area of practicing law? Why am I doing this to myself? Why didn't I think of, or make better decisions when I was at an earlier stage of my life?
Deal with quarter life crisis at that time.
One of the things that I've done is by looking at my peers or my colleagues that I have, people within the same industry. Because most of the time my crisis revolves very much around my career. Talking to people in the same profession actually did help me to be able to understand that look, you're just going through a phase that all of us has gone through. Also, how I dealt with it was to be able to understand what my career is or what my job is all about, and that had also assisted me in getting out of this paralyzing effect. Of course, I think it very much boiled to yourself as well. And when I finally discovered what I really want, when I looked deeply at what I really want to do, that has also helped me to get out of this crisis that I have.
So do you believe that, because some say it's a phase of self-discovery as well, to tackle quarter life crisis, do you think it's true?
I think it's quite true in a way that if we do go through this stage, like I've realized what I really want to do, what is deep within me, what really interests me, and what really drives you forward in this. And if it wasn't for that self-discovery, I would not have been able to move on. That's for sure.
Forbes magazine in 2016, they actually said it's a benefit to go through quarter life crisis.
Of course, in terms of the benefits, there are some benefits that I've gone through. For example, you really discover what you really want. You realize rather than just being maybe this is where your passion lies, this is where your heart lies, and with that you know where your direction would be further down. Stagnant at just facing the difficulty and maybe perhaps going through dreadful kind of feeling every day. With this quarter life crisis, I think when you finally discover yourself, you will be able to finally move on, knowing where you want to be down the road now rather than later, and that's a benefit. At least now you can move on because you're still young. At least do what you like rather than making a very late decision and regret that you have lost maybe 10 years, let's say.
Lastly, do you think do you advise people to go through quarter life crisis since there's a benefit?
In terms of self-discovery and knowing what you really want to do, I would say yes, because we need helpers to realize what we want. In terms of emotional health, then of course no.
What are your last advice or last words for the people who actually are going through quarter life crisis?
Sit down. I think to them, what I would say is to sit down and really look at the source. Discover yourself, because sometimes most of the times the problem don't lie really within external factors, but it really lies within yourself. Understand that. Find what that.
Thank you for your time and sharing your experience.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.